Who doesn't know who Kim Kardashian is? Name one person. Why? Drama. Who's Jake Paul? Why do you know who Jake Paul is?
I have no idea who Jake Paul is.
You have no idea who Jake Paul is.
Who's Jake Paul?
Welcome back to another week, another update. Where were you last week, Eddie?
I was on a cruise to Mexico.
I was in Cabo planning a very, very affordable wedding. Hey, babe. So throughout that whole week, we were getting stuff done here. How are we doing that, Eddie?
We had left one of our friends here.
We had enslaved one of our friends.
To look after the job site and tell us what's going on, FaceTime us for any problems.
We left him a detailed list of all the vendors that were gonna be here, what they needed to do, what he needed to make sure that they were doing right, checks to pay people if they finished their jobs, and a bunch of tasks. So we want to appreciate our friend. He's kind of famous, so we don't want to mention his name. I think he'd prefer to stay anonymous. But thank you very much for completing, building this house for us, essentially. He did 95% of the work here.
Did anybody finish their job while we were gone?
No, except
I'm not going to say his name.
nobody got their job completely done, but we got a little bit of progress made. So we're gonna take you guys inside right now to look at all the progress, all the things that have been done. Also, you guys might be hearing a lot of beeping. Those are the smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors because we got to add batteries and stuff to everything. But we just have everything roughly plugged in so you guys can see all the lights on the exterior working.
See all these beautiful lights.
So yeah, let's show them all the lights on the exterior and then jump inside. So since the last video, what have we done here? Look at this beautiful doorknob.
We don't know how to work it though. I know if you touch here.
I used to have one of these. There we go. I don't know what that means. But we got to set up the code for this. So this is all going to be touch controlled, fail safe lock system here so that if you do lock yourself out, there's a way to get like a key in there. We got most of our switches in. We have decided to make this house some sort of a smart home. We didn't go all the way out to make everything smart, but we have a low voltage area for the security cameras and everything will be on Wi-Fi, and most of the lights. So the living room and the master will all be on smart switches, so you can control everything by your phone. Oh, let me show you guys this. This is dope. We're gonna have a round LED backlit mirror here. This is our push pop drain. This is an angle stop. It goes behind the toilet. So if you guys look over there, you'll see that this is actually silver, but that doesn't match the rest of the finishes in this bathroom. So we had this custom powder coated to match the color of everything else, along with some of the other buttons and finishes. So the entirety of this bathroom is either gonna be matte black or this beautiful champagne bronze that only Delta makes, so never use that color ever again. Vetro Glass came in last week while we weren't here. They had accidentally ordered one set of this, which didn't have both sides, so they didn't change these, and they gotta flip those over there.
What are they gonna flip over there?
If you guys look, the screw is facing outward, and it should be facing inward, so that it's not visible. This is something that Vetro took accountability for, and said they'll send out. They actually have to send out 2 guys to carry this glass and do it in order to fix it. And our lights went. Where did our lights go? All right, we're in the kitchen, which is going to get completed right now in literally 5 seconds because they're walking in. Who's they?
So our original kitchen contractor did not want to finish the job.
So we're not gonna get into the whole reasons as to why the original vendor did not finish our kitchen and left us in this really position, but we're getting everything completed right now, so we're happy with all of that. You guys got to make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell because we will be uploading a full video on that. There have been legal threats, personal threats, and other threats, but you guys got to tune in to see all that.
So we have somebody else coming finishing it up. They're outside right now, so we got to move out of the spot and go over there.
They're also going to do our closet, so you guys will see that as well. So over the course of the week that we were not here, we also got a majority of the light fixtures, wall sconces, lanterns, and chandeliers up.
How did we decide the heights of where we're gonna put these? Like in the kitchen island, we have it at one height, and over the dining table, we have it at a different height.
Google. As you guys can see with your perception, I think this looks a lot higher than that does. But in reality, the difference is only about 1 foot.
On the island, we left them about 7 feet off the ground because you want it to be floating high above your island when you're working on cutting.
And you don't want to reach over the counter and knock your head in. And if you're 7 foot something tall, I'm sorry.
On the dining table though, you can come a little bit lower because if you're gonna have a big table right in front, nobody's gonna be walking under this light fixture to be hitting their head like Sam is.
But once we throw a table there, which there will be, and people are sitting down, there's absolutely no reason for you to, and the way that the arms of this are being adjusted, it'll be longer like this, but you guys will see more of that later. Speakers.
So these speakers just got put in. They're working in the master bedroom as well. When they first cut out these holes, I don't know if you guys can see the gaps. They had cut them as round speakers. They grabbed the wrong ones. We're putting rectangular speakers here in this living area. Luckily, the rectangles will fit inside the round, and we just need to patch up a little bit on the top. So we got all speakers done throughout here, living space. We're going in the master bedroom, see what's going on there.
Here in the master bedroom, we have the 3 round speakers that they had unintentionally cut out in the living space. We're basically having 3 here and 1 in the master bathroom. All of this is set in. The only thing left here is to hang the chandelier and the master bath. We're waiting for the under cabinet lighting LED to be installed in order for the cabinet and the rest of the fixtures to go in.
So as Sam mentioned, we're putting smart lights all in the living area. You can see here, these are smart controlled dimmers. You can control this with your phone. You can even get remotes for them, like this guy, and turn your lights on and off from wherever you want. Besides this, we have USB and USB-C outlets along all the beds in all the bedrooms, so you can charge all your phones and devices, iPads, and whatever else real easily. Now let's go outside where we finally got some stuff done for the pool.
We're outside now where we got the coping finally done. This is a pour in place versus what is the other one? Precast.
We did the pour in place because we thought that was the better option, but looking at how it kind of turns out like this, you'll never get all the pieces to look perfectly the same. Whereas a precast one, we can probably get them all looking.
These are all assumptions, by the way. We don't really know.
Yeah, we don't really know. We did what's called a broom finish on the concrete around here. If you get a closer look at it, you can see like a broom streaks on it. That's to stop you from slipping. If you did a really smooth surface and it gets wet, it'll be really slippery.
This will also, over time with water and stuff, it'll kind of smooth out a little more, so the streaks won't be as noticeable as maybe they are now. We were suggested from every side to do this versus the precast. I don't know why, but I guess we'll do a little bit more research on it on the next project when we have that much time, because honestly, we've been moving to get this project done. And as you guys can see, February ended and we are not yet completed.
Yeah.
We have finalized our design for the exterior as well in terms of everything that we're going to be doing. We're just waiting for our concrete contractor to come back out here to finalize everything and have them started on that. We are finishing up the kitchen hopefully today, closets next week, appliances next week, ripping out all the ram board.
We're gonna do like a slight cleaning tomorrow, because this place has gotten a little too messy for our liking.
Pro tip, you must hold your subs accountable for cleaning up after themselves. Now there will be dust, there will be whatever, blah, 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 but they have to clean up after themselves. And if you include this in their contract and you let them know you're gonna charge them back for any messes, then you could have your cleaners, if they're aggressive, really nice construction cleaners, reach out to them and have them pay for all the extra cleaning and all the extra messes that are made. What else did we learn over the past week? Because one of the main focuses for me and Eddy has been to do these remotely so we don't have to be on site all the time. And last week was a good experience of dealing with a project manager in a sense. Granted, you know, the project manager just jumped in, doesn't really do construction, was kind of doing us a favor and helping us out. But if we had someone that knew a little bit more about construction, how difficult do you think it would be to manage maybe not 1, but 4 projects remotely?
I think it'll be a lot easier, or not easier, but it's doable.
It's very doable. Planning is an important step. So if we plan properly in the beginning, we devote an extra couple weeks to the planning, I think a lot of the issues that we're facing that requires us to be here all the time, we wouldn't be facing, and holding the subs accountable. Once the project is done, we'll probably do a bunch of videos on explaining all these and everything that we've learned, but we're on the finish line. We want to thank everyone for watching, subscribing, everyone that follows on Instagram. Oh, we chose the pool tile on Instagram. This is the tile that you guys chose. I don't remember which one it is, but we did a little poll. That's the tile that we're using. Did you tell the contractors to install it yet?
No.
We will do that within 5 minutes. We'll see you guys next week. Make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, hit that thumbs up button, comment down below, share this video with your friends. We really appreciate you guys' help. See you guys next week.